play in the half. Prescott, step back three, left side. He hits! The Mountaineers are on fire. Here's the double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Danaher into the clear, and he slams it home with two hands.
And welcome here to Mount Weekly alongside the head coach of Mount St. Mary's basketball, Jamion Christian. My name is Adam Pohl. And Coach, it's obviously now a big time of the year. You guys are almost exactly halfway through the conference schedule. You're 2-6 in conference play. So you got some digging to do, but you have a long stretch of home games here coming up.
Yeah, you know, it's NEC play is always very tough. January play has been really tough for the Mount over the last few years. I'm really encouraged by how well we're playing, though. I think our record definitely doesn't do justice to how well we're playing as a group. Really had a lot of key guys step up over the last few weeks. Xavier Owens, 18 points at Central Connecticut State. Shivaughn Wiggins, all rookie team member over the past few weeks. So we have a lot of great guys stepping up right now. And now it's just about putting it all together. But, I'm not in love with where we are right now in our standing, but I am encouraged with how well we're playing.
And, of course, Central Connecticut State was the win over this long stretch of road games. 5 of your last 6 games have been away here from Knott Arena after you have such a long stretch of road games here to start the year out of conference, as it always is here for Mount St. Mary's. But in that Central Connecticut State, the game, you saw the explosiveness that you guys can bring to the table, and you had a 16-0 run.
Yeah, I think it's something that, when we get to our mayhem and really get it going side to side offensively. And defensively, we just really pressured the ball full floor like we're supposed to do. I think we can be really tough to play against. Central only plays 6 or 7 guys, so we're really able to get them fatigued and get into their bench, which is all a product of mayhem. And I'm really looking forward to, as we get deeper into conference play, have an opportunity to do that a lot more often with our numbers that we play against the smaller numbers that our opponent plays.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit before we go into some of the other games. Conditioning, it was really a key focus for you guys in the offseason, getting up more shots than players had ever done before and being ready to play this kind of style, which was so different than these guys had played in years past here at the Mount. Do you feel like it can stand tall here in the last month of the year?
I definitely do. I think that's why you put in all the shots. That's why you put in all the work. You do all the conditioning. You stick to your game plan. Our game plan has always been to wear opponents out, and we've been able to do that. We haven't been able to find a play here or there, but I truly believe us sticking to the game plan, really believing in one another and our abilities. And, it's really going to turn for us here in the last half of conference play. 10 games left to play against opponents we've either played very well against, or I think we match up very well against for the first time. So I'm really excited about that. And, I think us right now, it's really important for us to honor the process and really stick to the game plan because it's led us towards results thus far this season.
Last week, you did play the one home game against Wagner, and it was a game that I know is a frustrating one for the program because you guys had a very tight lead for much of the game. Wagner took their first lead of the game at 50-48 in what would end up being a 52-50 loss for the Mount. But that was a unique game. Wagner's a very different team to face, and they're a team that slows you down.
Yeah, and they play really physical. They like to play in the half court, and they just did a great job of executing their game plan the last 3 minutes of the game. And, we didn't do a great job of executing what we wanted to be in. But, we were in the game. We played very well. And our style of play really bothered them for a while throughout the course of the game. And, at the end, you got to find a play here or there or not make a mistake here or there. And you're right where you want to be at. But, again, just encouraged. When they played a great opponent, they're a top 3 preseason team in the league. And we showed for 39 minutes that we're right there with anybody in the league. And now we just got to find a play here or there to get us over the top.
And then Robert Morris, you went on the road this past weekend to take on Robert Morris, and that was a game that you needed a few more minutes too. You guys went on a huge run late to get right back into the thick of it, and obviously Robert Morris is a team that is so consistently good in this conference year in and year out. That was a big game. Yeah,
it was a huge game for us, and just showing the character and the heart to come back on the road. That's never easy. That's a championship caliber team there. They give us some different positional matchup problems that I felt like we really worked our way through, having a chance to play through that 40 minutes with them. They just did a great job of handling our pressure. But again, I really felt like we were able to wear them down as the game went on, just with our numbers and coming with guys in waves.
Even though 2-6, still a great chance to be a conference tournament team this year. Probably need somewhere in the realm of 4 to 6 wins to be able to get it done. But you got a lot of games here at home, and the students are back in town. We saw some of that energy here in the Knott Arena for that game against Wagner.
Yeah, fired up for our students. I mean, I think our players really feed off of their energy, and I think it really gives us such a great home court advantage here at the Mount. I think it's bar none the best in the league when we have our students here, and so we're really excited about having a chance to play at home and to really showcase how much we've improved from a season ago and from the beginning of the year to our home fans.
Folks, we're going to take a break, and when we return, I was able to sit down with Mount St. Mary's guard, a freshman Shivaughn Wiggins. That conversation is coming up next right here on Mount Weekly.
My name is Joshua Castellanos, and I'm from Orlando, Florida. I'm on the men's basketball team, and I'm majoring in business finance. And I'm proud to be a Mount St. Mary's Mountaineer.
We welcome you back here to Mount Weekly. My name is Adam Pohl, and joined by freshman guard Siobhan Wiggins. And Siobhan, here you are, your first trek through the Northeast Conference, and you've gotten some accolades this year as you've been named the Rookie of the Week multiple times here by the Northeast Conference. How nice has that been for you?
It's been nice as an individual accomplishment. As far as the team, I think we're starting to grow and get a lot better over the past couple games.
And obviously, it's been a tough schedule for you. You guys have, started the season with so many road games. Obviously, in your time at the Mount, that's going to be the case when you're playing in your non-conference schedule. But here in the conference schedule, 4 road games in a row. And now you're starting to get back at home, and here this weekend are able to play 2 games here in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, I'm excited to be to play in front of the home crowd, get back here. The road obviously tires you out. You got to be mentally and physically ready and prepared for it.
Now, you've always been a guard, I believe, in your time in Charlotte, but you've been a point guard, correct? Now, this season here, you've been asked to do a little bit of both, being a point guard and a shooting guard. How has that been?
It's been different. It's been fun. Obviously, you get to take more shots, but I think I've transitioned all right, and we're getting better from it.
Is it unique, though? How different is it for a player to be the guy that brings the ball up the floor and knows that they're going to have the ball in your hands so many a time, to then in other times you're in a spot where you might not even touch it on a possession?
You got to just stay with the game plan. If the game's for me to have the ball, then I'll have it. If not, just stay with the system and just stay together.
We spoke earlier in this show here with Coach Christian about your team's conditioning. And I know that's something that you guys have harped on, obviously 2-6 so far in conference play, looking to make a push to make the conference tournament. Do you feel that the conditioning of you guys being able to run so many players in and stay fresher than the opposition is going to help you down the stretch this year?
Yeah, I think it's really going to help us. Teams get worn down when they play us. Now it's up to us to execute and just follow through with our game plan.
Tell us about the art of the run. You guys had a 16-0 run at Central Connecticut State, which really led you to the win, and made a big late run in this last game against Robert Morris that almost got you to the finish line ahead, that really made a game of it in the last minute.
Yeah, the run at Central Connecticut, it was unique. We got a lot of scores, and a lot of people was hitting that night. We're making a lot of shots, so that was good. And Robert Morris, we went on a run. We turned it on too late, though. We got to play better.
And now here you are, a big week. Of course, you got Quinnipiac and then Sacred Heart coming up. For the team overall, how important is this? Obviously, you need at least a win, but boy, getting 2 wins this weekend would really get things going for you.
Yeah, we need to get these wins, move up in the conference standings, and let's try to get to the tournament.
Well, folks, that's Shivaughn Wiggins. We're going to take a break. Thank you very much, Shivaughn, for your time today.
All right, thanks for having me, Adam.
We're going to take a break, and when we return, Coach Jamion Christian is with us right after this, as you're watching Mount Weekly.
My name is Taylor Danaher. I'm from Fredericksburg, Virginia. I'm a men's basketball player, and I'm majoring in business. I'm proud to be a Mount St. Mary's Mountaineer.
Welcome back to Mount Weekly alongside the head coach of Mount St. Mary's basketball, Jamion Christian. My name is Adam Pohl, and Coach Christian, we just got to talk to Shivaughn Wiggins. He's one of the young guys that you've been able to bring into this program.
Yeah, just really excited about not just our young players, all our players in our program. I think, Shivaughn came in at a very pivotal time. He's really had an opportunity to really work and to buy into really creating a winning culture here at the Mount. Obviously, he had a tremendous season as a high school senior, 25 points a game. So, we really expect him to come in and have a good freshman year at the point guard spot, and he's really done that for us.
And he's been all over the place, if you will, in regards to not just being a point guard, but he's stepped in and been the two guard as well, and put up some big scoring efforts.
Yeah, he's a guy who has a tremendous amount of determination and great feel for scoring the basketball. We've tried to put him in great positions throughout the course of the year to score the basketball, to put his head down and be able to get a bucket or two here every now and again. And him and Julian Norfleet have really played well in the backcourt together. I really like that combination. Julian gives us great speed and shooting from the outside. Shivaughn gives us tremendous toughness and physical play defensively, and I think it's been a really good combination for us.
Well, here you are, and now you've got a stretch coming up in 3 days. You've got 2 games, but at least they're both at home, so you have no travel, and that's been something that's been a rarity for you guys. I mean, usually if you get a home game, you got to wait another 3 weeks to get another one. So here you go. Up here Thursday night is going to be Quinnipiac.
Yeah, very excited for Quinnipiac. I mean, they come in one of the biggest teams in the league, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league. We're going to have to be very physical, but I think for us it's really important to make sure that they guard us on the other end. I really expect us to get back to mayhem and really pressure the ball full floor, and I think that's going to give them some trouble with how we like to pressure the ball. And I'm looking forward to our team getting back to playing with our identity and getting back to playing how we can play basketball.
Does it help you in that regard that you play so many bigs? I mean, most teams don't have 3 guys down low like you guys do that you can kind of rotate in and out.
Yeah, it's a major point of emphasis for us. We want all our bigs to be able to really run the floor. I think it's easier for them to do that when they stay fresh. I think they also all give different challenges. Taylor can really pick and pop. Raven runs the floor and finishes above the rim, and Christian Kreiner can finish in the lane with anybody in the league. So I think we try to use all 3 of those guys positionally differently to give the defense a different look.
And finally, homecoming. You were a part of it here at Mount St. Mary's many times. It's always a special day, and you guys take on Sacred Heart Saturday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, very, very excited about that. I mean, it's always, as a player, it was always one of the most exciting days of the year because we have such a great sense of history. And I think homecoming really brings history back to the forefront for us. And I've always felt like our program and our players play better when they're thinking about, wow, this has been a great place of history, tradition, and I'm a part of that. And I think the more we can tie in our history with our current players and program, the better off we'll be. And I think that's why we've played really well on homecoming in years past.
Well, Jamion, thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you here this weekend at Mount St. Mary's.
Thank you for having me on.
That's head coach Jamion Christian. My name is Adam Pohl. We thank you for being with us here for Mount Weekly. We'll be back with more, of course, in weeks to come here from Mount Arena.